Has it made a difference? Because after moving there, you got a win?
No, actually, when I moved to Florida, I lost my fight in Singapore against Tibura. Yeah,
oh, okay.
but...
so the second one?
Second one, yeah. I won second fight against Junior Albinian in Norfolk, Virginia, and listen, I lost 4 fights. It was time to change something. Plus some other stuff happened in my life, and I decided to move in Florida. Plus my managers, first round management team, they told me all the time, come to Florida. It's like next to your home. Why you have to drive all the time to Albuquerque, New Mexico? But it was, I believe, yeah, it was almost 8 years when what I spent in Albuquerque. I felt family, like people, my family was I really close with Greg Jackson, and it was hard for me, but yeah, I changed my camps and now I'm an ATT.
Do you feel like you're getting things dialed in your new situation?
What?
You think you're getting things dialed in with your new fight camp, being at home more often?
No, for me definitely it's easier because my son growing up all the time and he asking that when we're coming back home. Plus ATT has a lot of heavyweights, you know, great sparring partners, and that's good. It was time to change something, you know.
So with Stefan, he's sort of at this point, I think, been considered this guy who doesn't really use his reach very well. Are you just, he comes across in the cage as someone who doesn't necessarily use his reach as good as he can. Is that something you've thought of? Do you have a game plan for this fight, or are you just going in to see what happens?
Well, of course I have a game plan, but listen, Mike Tyson says everybody has a game plan until you're gonna fucking punch in the face. So he might change my game plan, or I might change his game plan, but definitely I have a game plan. I have great people in my corner, great coaches. Plus, for this fight, I had a great sparring partner, Andrei Kapilov. He's about 6'8", 6'9", pretty close to Stefan Struve high, and he has a great boxing, kickboxing experience. Plus, I have guy, he's 6'3", he was a world champion in kickboxing. Plus another guy, Artem Levin, he's like 5 or 6 time world champion in kickboxing, Muay Thai. Like it was a lot of kickboxers who helped me for this fight. So just definitely I have a game plan, and I hope I'm gonna stick with my game plan.
Do you think he's got a weak chin? He's been knocked out quite a few times. Do you think that's something he suffers from?
Listen, I don't want to answer this question because I think to me it's like when people asking about the weak chin, it's fucking, I'm sorry, but it's stupid. Everybody says Arlovski has have a weak chin, but when I fought, what's his name? Rumble Johnson, and World Series of Fighting, he broke my chin in the first round. I had a broken jaw in 2 places. I kept fighting like 2 more rounds, you know. Like it's like in heavyweight division, why one punch can decide everything, you know. We're not lightweights, you know. So just when people asking about weak chin, it's not. I don't know what to answer, to be honest with you.
You fought for 2 more rounds. Did you know it was broken in that fight?
Well, of course, when I saw it on a big screen, it was crooked like this, and then plus every punch to like chest or like in my shoulder and my head, it's somebody like sticks some electricity in my body, you know. So it was so painful. Like.
So having the fortitude to work through something like that. I mean, obviously in the fight game in the heavyweight division, you have to have that. What do you see your advantage with Struve and with the win over him? Where do you see this puts you in the heavyweight division?
Listen, I'm not thinking about where I am in the big picture, where I'm in the heavyweight division. One step at a time. I know he's number 10 right now. I believe I'm 11 or 12, whatever. I'm going to be one step closer to my goal to be a champion again. But at the same time, I understand there's a lot of people in front of me, so I'm like other heavyweights. I'm in the line, so that's it. Just one step at a time. But first I have to beat Stefan Struve, and I will do everything possible to beat him Saturday night.